On the 11th of March 2020, I left work for 2 weeks as I was going to spend a weekend over at the Eden Project in Cornwall, and with the news of the coronavirus off in the distance, I said to myself I would put myself into 2 weeks isolation just to be on the safe side. Little did I know that those 2 weeks would end up being 365 days, and I have still to return to work. But this is not unusual on my part. Many people from all over the world have been in the same position. In fact, many people maybe are on their third or fourth lockdown. I, like many other disabled people and others in the high risk category, are still in first lockdown. It's been the most unusual year for everybody, with anxiety, fear, not knowing what was going to happen in the future, not being able to plan. But we are getting to the end of it now, hopefully, with the infection rate falling and hopefully the number of deaths falling in the future as well. And with the rollout of the vaccine, particularly here in the north, it's a renewed sense of optimism. And for the first time in a year, I'm starting to think about my future again, planning things and getting things done. And this is fantastic. But we have to take the lessons that this year taught us, to take time and think about the important things that are in our life, whether that's our friends, our family, or just the little things that we maybe didn't appreciate when we were busy in life, busy with the material things in life, busy with social media, getting them likes, getting whatever it is that we need from social media. It's given us the time to sit back and take stock and realise what's important for me and my family. Many who I haven't seen such a long time. For me, it's also my friends as well. Some I haven't seen for nearly a year, in some cases over a year. And I'm really looking forward to when lockdown eases and the vaccination programme continues, that I'll be able to meet up and see my friends and family once again. But we are still in the danger zone, so until this becomes safe, I will be expanding my bubble slightly. But we still have to be careful. That includes wearing a mask, washing your hands, and keeping a social distance from people as well. Because while some of us may be vaccinated, it doesn't mean that we cannot carry the coronavirus or COVID-19. So we could pass it on to others as well. But again, it's been the most unusual year, as I've said several times. But like many people, I got involved in many different projects. I tried to learn a little bit of Irish on Zoom. I connected with Crack NA and did a 3 month course at level 3 on cultural awareness training. So hopefully that I'll be able to take the lessons from this program that I've been on and adapt it to disability needs and try to educate businesses and people and organisations, what it's like to be disabled and what they can do to make life easier for disabled people as well, whether that's the practical sides of making your premises and businesses and homes and organisations accessible for disabled people, or as well as that there about attitudes as well, because attitudes are just as big a thing, an obstacle to overcome as it is for the practical side of life. I've also been involved as well in working with the Fermanagh District Council and the Stormont Government through the Department of Community to try to change legislation and to improve the lives of disabled people here in the north. So this is something that I will be working on with several other disabled people across the north here on the New Decade New Deal programme for a new disability strategy. And hopefully by this time next year we might be able to see some of the fruits of that coming into reality. One thing that I'm also looking forward to starting in the near future is another online course as well, but this is something a little bit more fun for me and a little just let the hair down, where I'm going to be doing a little course on how to become a stand-up comedian, so how to structure my material, how to write my material, and as well as that, I'd love it. 'Cause this is something that has been a little itch that has been scratching at me for many, many years. So lockdown, like many other things, has given me an opportunity to expand my knowledge level, expand my skills. And I know many, many other people are doing that as well. So, see, it's been a different year for many, many of us. But hopefully we'll learn some lessons from that and take it forward to when the world opens up. So I just want to thank you for listening to my first year in lockdown and following all my many blogs, which have been, I think, about 350 that I've been writing every night now, which quite a lot when you think about it. But for me, it was great because, you know, it started off as a private thing for me to just document my feelings. So when I did have a bad day, I did feel overwhelmed about what was happening in the world and feeling that every day was bad, that I could reflect back and go, you know, not every day was bad. I had a lot of good days in between, maybe the one or two bad days which feel like they override everything else. But as well as that day, which was surprising for me, a lot of people took solace in what I was reading and used it as something to maybe help make their day or week a little bit easier as well. So for that, you know, that I was very happy that that had a positive impact on many other people. So now I think really all I can say is to end this video is thank you for following me for this first year in lockdown, and hopefully we're coming to an end now and we'll be able to meet up and have a cup of tea and get back to Comic Con as well, because that's another very important part of my life that I've missed over the last year and a half. So I'm looking forward to getting back into that as well. So 2021, I'm coming for you, and it's going to be a good one. So until then, wash your hands, wear a mask, and socially distance.